So the Yellowwood event was an interesting perspective in terms of marketing in Africa, which is a topic that's quite close to my heart. And really looking at how do we market for Africa that is relevant and that we can, over the time period, be able to really have a very specific initiative around understanding the concepts, the attitudes of Africans, and really being more relevant to our clients and obviously more in touch with the consumer lifestyle. The key points that I think were a big highlight was really the issue around not treating the continent as one homogeneous zone, but accepting that there are different countries in there with different consumer profiles, and therefore addressing those different needs from a country by country perspective, which is something that we've talked about for a long time in the business, but we continue to see initiatives running around an African consumer which doesn't really exist. Then the other thing was obviously accepting that there are language differences, and the model of translation must go beyond just translating copy into words, and more in understanding strategy and the soul of what it is that we're trying to communicate to the African customers that make the conversation a whole lot more meaningful. The third, and probably one of the most important points as marketing agencies, is really building on research and insights that are true to the African consumer, true to the African market, understanding the flexibility and the dynamics of the marketplace. And it's only through this kind of rigorous approach are we going to be able to land real strategic initiatives that speak to the African consumer. So what the Yellowwood White Paper achieved was really giving us an in-depth understanding of how we take strategy, insight, understanding the African consumer, and really trying to distill it into core archetypes that we can start to work with in developing really relevant information for the continent, whilst accepting that it is not homogeneous, but trying to find the common ground in the true humanness of the African consumer and applying that to our everyday communication.